Hi students, today we are going to discuss a topic from linear equations, and so far we solved the sums which are having variables only on one side and constants on other side. Today we are going to solve the equations which are having variables on both the sides. Okay, so this is a part of equations or the kind of equations where you have equation like variables on both the sides. Okay, it was different from the last type. Okay, last type we have only variables one side, constants on the side. In this we have variables on both the sides. So how do we solve this equation? So this we are going to do this right now. Okay. Now, first one. What is the first one? 2x minus 3 equal to x plus 2. So, first one is 2x minus 3 equal to x plus 2. See, the steps what we followed for the last, sums when we were doing whatever the steps we followed, the same kind of steps we follow here also. Okay, there is no change in those steps. So, what is the step one here? Step one is, what is step one? Step one is, here we have to, as I told you in the last, explanation for this kind of sum, we should have the x coefficient as 1. So here we have 2x, there we have x. So what I'll do, I need to get 1x. So for that, I just subtract x on both sides. When I subtract x on both the sides, two things will happen. One thing is this 2x will get reduced to x and this x is eliminated. So we will convert this to the equation of variable having one side. Correct. Last kind of equations we are going to change it. So when we subtract, what happens? 2x minus x and retain minus 3 like that, x plus 2 minus x. So x will get cancelled, 2x minus x, so x minus 3 is equal to 2. Alright, so x minus 3 is equal to 2. Now we need to find x value, so add, because to find x value what we have to do, we have to eliminate minus 3. So for that case, add plus 3 on both sides. When you add 3 on both the sides, it becomes x minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 2 plus 3. Here, 3 will get cancelled. You will get x value as 5. This is how you have to solve the sum. Okay. I'll just repeat this sum. See, this sum is not same as the last type. Here, this sum belongs to the equation of linear, actually the equation of a line or linear equation which have the variables on both the sides. So in this, if you observe, we have variables on both the sides, but last sums, what we discussed in that, we have variable only on one side. So this, as I said, steps remain same. First step, we have to subtract x on both the sides. Why do we subtract x? The reason is when you subtract x, you will get two, two favors will happen, it will favor you, one thing. And why? What do you mean by why I am telling favor in the sense? What is exactly favor for you? If your simplification is reduced, obviously that is one favor for you, isn't it? That's the reason I said favor. So 2x minus 3 is equal to x plus 2. So when you subtract x, what happens? 2x minus 3 equal to x plus 2 minus x. And as I told you, whenever you are adding or subtracting, you do it on both the sides. Okay, that is the mathematical rule. So when you subtract, what happens? 2x minus x will give you x, minus 3 retained, and x will get cancelled. You will be left with 2. So we got x minus 3 is equal to 2. And remember, don't transpose, because I told you whenever they give solve, you should not do any transpose. Means sending that minus 3 that side. Okay, so those kind of things you don't do. You have to solve with the rules itself. So second, what I did, I just added plus 3 on both the sides. So that this minus 3 will be eliminated. So it became minus 3 plus 3, which will be 0. So x is equal to 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3, which is 5. So x value we got it as 5. Got it? And we will discuss with the next sum of same type. So difference in that is, especially in the next sum, the difference is here you observe we have fractions. Okay, we have fractions. So that is the reason I just again we will go with a different. Yeah, as I told you, same methods we have to follow, but just go with the easiest way. What will like make you to get the sums easier or make it easier. So here we don't have to. Here we have to. Here we have to, but here we do not have to. So what I'll do, I'll just multiply with 2. So that if I multiply with 2, what happens? Your fractions will become, or fractions will be eliminated. Fraction form will be eliminated. So this fraction form will become a, like non-fraction form, where you get only whole numbers. Correct? So these fractions will be eliminated. It means numbers will be there. These denominators will be eliminated when you multiply with 2. So 2 into 5x plus 7 by 2 is equal to 2 into 3 by 2x minus 14. Got it? Yeah. Now multiply 2 inside. It's term by term multiplication. 2 into 5x, which is 10x, plus 2 into 7 by 2, which is 7, which is equal to 2 into 3 by 2x. 2 again will get cancelled. You will be left with 3x, and 2 into minus 14 minus 28. Remember, we are multiplying each and every term should be multiplied with this 2. Okay. So now again it is of the previous type. Okay. Here why we multiply with 2? The main reason is to eliminate the fraction form of the number. So we eliminated the fraction form and we got the whole number form, which is of last type, right? So now how to proceed? Again, as I told you, here in the same type we have to proceed. Remember, you make variable in one side. Either you make means you should have the variable only in one side, either in LHS or RHS. So it means what? You have to eliminate the variable in the other side. So what I will do here, 3x is there. So I will eliminate this 3x. Okay. To eliminate the 3x, what I have to do? Subtract 3x on both the sides. Subtract 3x on both sides. So when I subtract 3x, what happens? I'll just do here 10x plus 7 minus 3x. You can just look at this 10x plus 7 minus 3x. So as I said, you are subtracting, you should do on both the sides, correct? So you cannot do only one side, obviously. We have to do on both the sides. So 10x minus 3x is 7x, and 3x will get cancelled. You will be left with minus 28. Okay? You will be left with minus 28. Okay? I hope you understood this. So here again, we have to find, what is it? We have to find the x value, correct? So when you find x value, we have 7 also there. It is, yes, 7x, and we left 7 also here. We have 7 also. 10x minus 3x is 7 and plus 7. That also we have to consider. Now send this plus 7 aside. This is transposing that. Can we do that here? You are not allowed to do that because we are solving the equation. So again we have to eliminate the 7 here. So to eliminate the 7, subtract 7 on both sides. You do one more step. Subtract 7 on both the sides. When you subtract 7, becomes 7x plus 7 minus 7, minus 28 minus 7. So 7 will get cancelled here. You will be left with 7x is equal to minus 35. So again, divide with 7 on both sides. When you divide on both the sides, so what you will get when you divide on both the sides, it becomes 7x by 7 is equal to minus 35 by 7. So 7 will get cancelled. 7 1s are, 7 5s are. So x is equal to minus 5. So x value, you get it as minus 5. Okay, I'll just repeat this sum once again. Given that 5x plus 7 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2x minus 14. So now, as I told you that when you eliminate the fraction part, it will be easy for you to calculate. So that's the reason this 2 which is in denominator I'm eliminating. So how to eliminate 2 which is in denominator? For that I'm just multiplying with 2 on both the sides. When I multiply, becomes 2 into 5x plus 7 by 2, which is equal to 2 into 3 by 2x minus 14. Whenever you multiply, obviously this 2 belongs to both the terms, this 2 belongs to this both terms. So when it is like that, you should multiply each and every term with 2 of this polynomial. So 2 into 5x, 10x, plus 2 into 7 by 2, which is 7. So 10x plus 7. Here again, 2 into 3 by 2x, which is 3x, and 2 into minus 14, minus 28. Again, it is of same type, the one which is the last, correct, last variant. So now subtract 3x on both the sides. When you subtract 3x on both sides, as I told you, make variable in one side. Means you eliminate either in LHS or in RHS. So that's why I'm eliminating 3x. To eliminate 3x, what I have to do, it is plus 3x. So I have to subtract 3x on both the sides. So that's why the reason I subtracted 3x on both the sides. So what we got, 10x minus 3x is 7x, and 7 as it is, and 3x will get cancelled, and minus 28. Right? So again we have, it is of polynomial, what is equation of one variable in one side only. So again we have to subtract 7 to eliminate the 7 from the polynomial. So I just eliminated, okay, not polynomial, equation. So 7x plus 7 minus 7 is equal to minus 28 minus 7, which is minus 35. And we need x value. So again, divide with 7 on both the sides. So it becomes 7x by 7 is equal to minus 35 by 7, which is minus 5. So the final answer we got is x is equal to minus 5. So that is your answer. I hope you guys understood this. Okay, see, this is also one more method of solving the linear equations. Okay. The next one is also of the same type. So what it is given, x is equal to 4 by 5 into x plus 10. As I told you, whenever you have fractions, just like if 5 is there in the denominator, actually 4 by 5 is a fraction. So fraction, if you have, complications will come while simplification, correct? So to reduce the complication, just multiply with 5, whichever the denominator here, that if you multiply, so that this fraction, especially this fraction form will be eliminated. Means fraction will become a whole number. So multiply with 5 on both the sides. Remember it here. If you have 5 here, multiply 5. See, last case also we have 2 on both the sides. So that's the reason I multiplied it 2. Okay. Whatever is the denominator, this we discussed in the last, rules when we were discussing the this kind of sums in the linear equation. So 5x is equal to 4 by 5 into 5. Correct. So x plus 10. So 5 will get cancelled. So 5x is equal to 4 into x plus 10, which is 5x is equal to 4x plus 40. Remember, we should multiply 4 with the 4 belongs to 2 terms also. So 4 into x plus 4 into 10, which is 40. So again, we have to find x value. So here again, here variable is there on both the sides. So make variable in one side. So how can I make it? Always one thing you remember, it's like a shortcut for you, 5x, 4x, so which is the highest one. So 5x is highest, right? So 4x you eliminate. For example, if you have 3x, 2x, so 3x is the highest one, 2x you eliminate. So let me eliminate 4x because that is the lesser one compared to 5x. So to eliminate, what we are doing, subtract. I'll just continue here. Subtract 4x on both sides. Okay, subtract 4x on both the sides. So when you subtract, what do you get? 5x minus 4x is equal to 4x minus 4x plus 10. Okay, so 5x minus 4x is x. Okay, 5x minus 4x is x. So 4x will get eliminated, which will give you 10. So what is the x value we got? X value is 10. So that is how you have to do it. Okay. I'll just like repeat this sum. What we have, x is equal to 4 by 5 into x plus 10. So I take on this. Okay. After taking it, we have a fraction. So just convert the fraction into, just eliminate the fraction form. So to eliminate the fraction form, I multiplied with 5 on both the sides. See, denominator, we have to multiply. Don't multiply with numerator. If you multiply numerator again, you will get one more fraction. So we have to eliminate the fraction. We have to multiply with the denominator. So 5 if you multiply, we get 5 into x. And here 4 by 5 into 5. 5 will get cancelled. You will get 4 into x plus 10. And this 4 belongs to both the terms. So multiply 4 inside. So 5x is equal to 4x plus 40. And again I told you, here we have 5x plus 5x, 4x, two variables on both the sides. So to make it simpler, which is the highest variable here? 5x is the highest, 4x is the lowest. So eliminate the lowest variable. To eliminate the lowest variable, what I did, I just subtracted with 4x and again subtracted on the LHS one. So when you subtract on both the sides, it will get eliminated on the RHS and you left only in the variable in the LHS. So we got 5x minus 4x is x. So x value is 10. Okay. Yeah. Let me do one more sum of this. The other one is 3m is equal to 5m minus 8 by 5. So here we have to eliminate again fraction form. So it's simple, multiply with 5 on both the sides. Multiply with 5 on both sides. When you multiply with 5, what happens? 3m into 5 is equal to 5m minus 8 by 5 into 5. So what happens? 5 into 5, 25m, and 5 into minus 8 by 5, which will give you minus 8. 5 into 3m is 15. Okay. So here you see, we have variable 15m is greater than 25m. No, 25m is greater than 15m. So what we have to do? Eliminate 15m. We subtract 15m on both the sides. See, don't get confused here. M is given. In the last cases, we have x and y. That's all. We can use anything. It may be x and y. It may be m and p, m, q, or anything is variable itself. So 15m if you subtract 15m minus 15m, which is equal to 25m minus 15m minus 8. Okay. So this will be 0. 25 minus 15. How much? 10m minus 8 is equal to 0. Now add 8 on both the sides. Okay, if you add 8, what happens? It becomes 8 is equal to 10m minus 8 plus 8. So 10m is equal to 8, we can write. You can change this. Okay, are you getting confused? Leave it. No problem. Write 8 is equal to 10m only minus 8. Plus 8 will get cancelled. And we need m value. So again, what we have to do? Divide with 10 because we need m coefficient as 1. So to make m coefficient as 1, you have to divide with the multiple of m. So that we already discussed in the last classes of same type with 10 on both sides. So when you divide with 10, what do you get? 10m by 10 is equal to 8 by 10. So 10 will get cancelled. M is equal to 2 4s are 2 5s are, which is 4 by 5. That is how you will get the. Okay. I'll just repeat this sum once again. Okay. And 3m is equal to 5m minus 8 by 5. Okay. So now multiply with 5 on both sides. Why I am multiplying with 5? The reason is to eliminate the fraction form. So when you eliminate the fraction form, what happens? Okay, we will get this regular form, this kind of form. So our simplification will become simple for us. So that's the reason we are doing that. So when you multiply with 5, so 3m into 5, 5m into 5, and minus 8 by 5 into 5. So 3m into 5, 15m, and 5m into 5, which is 25m, and minus 8 by 5 into 8, sorry, 5 will get cancelled, you will be left out with minus 8. So 15m is equal to 25m minus 8. So again here if you see 15m and 25m, which is greater? 25m is greater. So we have to eliminate 15m. So eliminate 15m on both means subtract 15m on both the sides. So when you subtract 15m will get cancelled. Will be left 25m minus 15m minus 8, which is 15m is become 0, and 10m minus 8, which will be add, again we got 10m minus 8 is equal to 0. We have to eliminate minus 8. So for that we add plus 8 on both the sides. So 0 plus 8 is 8, 10m minus 8 plus 8. So minus 8 plus 8 will become 0, 10m is equal to 8. So again we need m, so divide with 10 on both the sides. So which will give you 10m by 10 is equal to 8 by 10. So 2 4s are 2 5s are. So m is equal to 4 by 5. Okay. So let me do this sum also. One more sum we have, which is a word type. Okay. So let me complete that. 21. So let me complete this one more. Okay. So what happens here? Just look at this sum. Arjun is twice as old as Shriya. 5 years ago, his age was 3 times Shriya's age. Find their present ages. Okay. So just you understand this sum. This kind of sums we discussed before also. But the thing is here, you will get an equation of this type, variable on both the sides. Okay. So what is unknown in this case? Arjun is twice as old as Shriya. 5 years ago, his age was 3 times Shriya's age. Find their percentage. Okay. Arjun is twice as old as Shriya. It means Arjun's age is linked with Shriya's age. Correct. So let age of Shriya be x. Okay, I'll assume the age of Shriya as x. Okay, so if I assume the age of Shriya as x, what will be Arjun's age? Arjun's age will be 2x, because see Arjun is twice in the sense what? 2 times. So Arjun is 2 times, like twice as old as Shriya. It means Shriya's age is x. So Arjun's age will be 2 times of Shriya's age, which is 2x. And one more condition they given. 5 years ago, his age was 3 times Shriya's age. Okay. What is Shriya's age 5 years ago? 5 years ago, right? This kind of sum we already discussed in the last classes. Okay. What is that? Age between, we added those sums, 4x plus 10 we got, which is equal to 66. Okay, so this is also of same kind itself. Here 5 years ago, okay, they are given 5 years after. Understood? Here they are given 5 years ago. 5 years ago means before, means for example, now we are in 2020. 5 years ago in the sense 2015, like that. Now your age is 13. What was your age at 2015? So obviously it is 13 minus 5. Maybe you're 8 years old. Correct. 13 minus, yeah, correct, 8 years old. You will be 8 years old in 2015, like that. Okay, here like 5 years ago in the sense, age of Shriya, now it is x. 5 years ago, age of Shriya will be x minus 5. Will be, we cannot write, age of Shriya was. Okay, because it was ago, right? For x minus 5 years or years. Next, what is the age of Arjun then? Arjun's age was 2x minus 5, isn't it? If her age was 2x minus 5, even Arjun's age also, it is like reduced by 5. Correct. So remember, age of Shriya is x years. Arjun's age is twice of x years. Means twice of Arjun's Shriya's age, which is 2x. 5 years ago they are telling. Ago, that's the reason I am subtracting. After we have to add it. Remember. Okay. What is your age at 2025 means you have to add 5. Correct. What is your age at 2015 means you have to subtract 5 because you are going to the, previous past tense. Correct. So that's the reason we are subtracting. So x minus 5, 2x. What is the condition? 5 years ago, his age was 3 times of Shriya's age. His age, it means what? Arjun's age. Remember, his. Correct? So, Arjun's age is 3 times of, okay, Shriya's age. So, what is Arjun's age here? So, 2x minus 5 is equal to 3 times of Shriya's age, which is x minus 5. So, we got 2x minus 5 is equal to 3 times of x minus 5. So, solve this equation. So 2x minus 5 is equal to 3x minus 15. So now again see, this is of a linear equation which this kind of sums we solve so far. So here again you have to see the which is the see the variable which is highest. So 3x and 2x, which is highest? So obviously 3x. So eliminate here while doing word problems, you just transpose. Okay. So because no need to use any rules while doing the word sum. I am putting arrow mark. Minus 2x I am sending 2x I am sending this side. Minus 15 I am sending this side. So 3x minus 2x it will become here minus 15 plus it will become. Correct? So minus 5 plus 15 and 3x minus 2. So x will you get 15 minus 5 is 10. So what is the x value? 10. So Arjun's age is, Shriya's age is 10. Okay, Arjun's age is present age. They ask you to find the present ages, not previous ages. Okay, 2 into 10, which is 20. You can see here, Arjun's age is twice than the Shriya's age. They clearly told Arjun is 20, Shriya is 10. Means Arjun is 2 times of Shriya's age. We got it? So that's how you have to verify whether your answer is correct or not. Okay. So I'll just repeat once again. What is the condition? What is the sum given? Arjun is twice as old as Shriya. 5 years ago, his age was 3 times the Shriya's age. Find their percentage. See here, in the sum, it is clearly mentioned, okay, or clearly told that Arjun's age is like related with the Shriya's age. So that's the reason. Let the age of the Shriya, let the age of Shriya is x years. I assume the age of Shriya is x years. Arjun's age will become twice of the Shriya's age, which will become 2 times of x. Okay, it's according to the condition I'm taking. Twice in the sense 2 times, thrice in the sense 3 times. So 5 years ago in the sense what? Now, for example, I'll give an example. Now 2020, your age is 13. What is your age in 2015? What do you tell? 13 minus 5 you do, which is 8. So in 2015, you were 8 years old. You were 8 years old. So that's the reason age of Shriya was, if age of Shriya is x years now, her age is x minus 5, correct? So we have to deduct 5, subtract 5, so x minus 5. Arjun's age was 2x minus 4, 5 years ago. Because if if her age is, Arjun's age is 20 means 2 years ago, 5 years ago his age is 15. Similarly, Shriya's age also deducted with 5 and Arjun's age also we have to subtract with 5. So when condition is given, 5 years ago, like Arjun's age, what is it? His age means obviously Arjun's age. So Arjun's age is 3 times of Shriya's age. So that's the reason 2x minus 5 is equal to 3 into x minus 5. And now you multiply this 3 inside, you get 2x minus 5 is equal to 3x minus 15. Every term you have to multiply. So here if you see 2x and 3x, two variables are there. Which is the highest variable? 3x. So 2x we have to eliminate. So subtract the 2x from both the sides. That is one thing. I think in word problems, no need to do that. That's the reason. Just do direct transpose. So 3x minus 2x it will become. I put the arrow mark. If you have doubts, you can understand which one I am taking to the LHS, which one I am taking to the RHS. So minus 5 plus 15 is equal to 3x minus 2x, which is x is equal to 10. So we got x value as 10. It means Shriya's age we got, which is 10. Okay. No need to write years. Don't know whether it is correct. Mathematical, literally. Yeah, Shriya's age is 10 years and Arjun's age is 20 years. You can write years or you can leave. Okay, so Shreya's age is 10 because X value is 10. And Arjun's age is 2 times of Shreya's age, which is 2 into X, which is 20. That's all. I hope you understood this sum. And these kind of working sums are important for your examination or examination point of view. You have to focus more on the word problems also because they will be asked for more marks. Okay. Yes, I hope you understood this. Thank you very much, and please comment, share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day for you guys.